Hi, this is Haughty Chicken. Welcome to the first video in a series called Appreciating Azeroth. We have a huge world to discover, so let's get started. Welcome to Exile's Reach. It's a North Sea island of mystery, necromancy, and a lot of new players. No, I'm not the Pandaren. I'm the little gnome, and this is the tour guide. Although tempted to head up onto the island and explore, I decided instead to turn around and look underwater. Since it's a shipwreck that brings us here, I thought maybe there's some more down there. It's time to have a little look around the island, to swim around and see what there is to see. Let's start at the bottom and work our way around. It didn't take me long to find my first shipwreck. History has it that both Horde and Alliance ships have been sent here, but they never make it back home. Well, this one is obviously an Alliance vessel. As I swim around, I discovered the jagged coast. It really is beautiful down here. The underwater plants are lovely. And yep, that's another shipwreck ahead. Not surprisingly, it's another Alliance ship. I wonder how many ships Alliance actually sent out here. Some of the smaller islands around Exile's Reach are known to have some Night Elven ruins on them, so this next shipwreck was not a surprise at all, and it was immediately recognisable. Can you see what it is? Swimming further around the coast, I spotted these really interesting structures, and they look way too big to be a mast. Stormheim Coast is quite away from here, but that got me thinking what these might be. Don't these look familiar to the pillars out in Skald Ashel in Stormheim? They're very close. That spear looks like a Rykul spear as well. We know that the ghost of a Rykul ghost called Yalma can be found on the island itself, but this means that there might be more of a shipwreck here. Swimming around a little bit more, you can see even more of them. They look more like a building structure to me. I did spot a couple of pieces down in the sand. There were runes all over them. I swam down to have a closer look. Now, I have tried to find them elsewhere in Azeroth. I can't find them, and I have looked everywhere, especially around Stormheim. If you know where they are, please let me know in the comments. I'm really curious about these. Moving on again, and it wasn't long before I came across another shipwreck. It doesn't look like an Alliance boat to me. I swam along and I noticed some little skulls, and I'm sure that it's not an Alliance now. But it doesn't really look like a Horde vessel either. I might need to do a little bit more research on this one. Although I haven't seen much marine life, there's certainly evidence that there was once, and they were huge. Getting in a little closer, it's pretty clear that there was an epic fight going on here between a massive beast and a small boat of fishermen. By the position of these skeletons, I suspect these brave fishermen ended up as dinner. At least they went out fighting. Having swum around the top of the island, I can report that there's actually not very much up there at all, but I'm not done yet. It's time to keep on searching for sunken surprises. It didn't take me very long to see a large shipwreck ahead. The stained glass on this ship is pretty distinctive, so I headed back to Azeroth to find a match, and who would have thought? It's a Forsaken ship. I saw one out at Stormheim. It didn't take me very long to identify it, especially with the distinctive iron spikes that you see commonly on Forsaken vehicles. I was expecting to find a Horde ship. I wasn't expecting to find a Forsaken ship. Hopping out of the ocean for a bit, I decided to have a closer look on the beach and see if there were any clues. The first thing I noticed was some paperwork and a large bound document. Next to that, and this is really interesting, was a broken crate, and it was full of clockwork rocket bots. Why would a forsaken ship have these on board? And where did they get them all from? Oh, and by the way, did anyone else notice those little harpoons pointing up to the lit pathway? And what is that species of fish? They're huge. Before taking the obvious route and heading up the path, I decided to go along the beach a little bit further to see what was there. I found some more of the same paperwork. I can't be certain, but that seal looks a little bit like something from Pandaria to me. And what about these? I'm sure I've seen these somewhere before. Yep, same caskets, same spider. I found them in Stormheim. Okay, it's time to go and investigate this little pathway. I will say that even though I've been to Exile's Reach a number of times, I've never seen this, so I had no idea what was up this path and what the little pirate flag meant. Definitely signs of someone setting up camp here. They've left their little backpack. This certainly looks like it was recent and fresh. It was up here at the next pirate flag that I stopped. I wasn't really sure what was going on around the corner. I wasn't sure if it was dangerous or if it was friendly. Then I realised who I was looking at. Yep, it's Pirate Pepe. Normally, he's over in Spire of Arak, chilling. But here, on closer inspection, he's by a campfire, roasting a marshmallow. So let's take a closer look at these two. There's Pepe with his little pirate hat and his marshmallow. So who's his companion? He's a clockwork rocket bot. And he's roasting a fish and wearing an admiral cap. What a funny pair. The details in this simple little camp are everywhere. There's a washing line, although I'm not sure who those clothes belong to. And looking at the chalk marks on the boat, they've been here for a little while. Inside the little tent, there's a compass, a telescope, a hot drink, and a map. Before heading out, I thought I'd check out these two little characters one more time. What a fabulous little scene. What a top little dinner they're cooking. Just south of there are a few islands that I thought I'd investigate a little closer. I'm going to start with the largest island. On the beach, there is evidence of someone being here. There are some boxes, some crates, some harpoons. There's also some boots, a belt buckle, and a beer stein. It looks like someone spent a little bit of time here. But who was it? Wandering around the beach just a little bit more, I spotted a way up, so it's time to explore and go up and see if there's anything on top of the island. It's a great view from up here. You can almost see across to the start of your journey at Exile's Reach, and there's a waterfall over there. I might head over there in a minute, just to see if there's anything over there. Running across the top of the island, I spotted a skeleton behind that large rock. Going around to have a closer look, it appears to be a dead warrior. You can see a large sword and what looks like a Viking war horn. I wonder who he was sending out a signal to, or what he was warning about. And I wonder what race he was. As I started to swim toward the beach, I spotted something really unexpected. There is no mistaking this shipwreck. It looks like the Zandalari also sent out an expedition. Looking inside the wreck, I not only see some new marine life, but the remains of a dire horn. It was likely put on board to help with the expedition team. A little bit further on from the wreck and something else caught my eye. It looks like the remains of a diver. I can only guess what the race was. Was it a Zandalari? Can you recognise that diving helm? There appear to be just 2 more wrecks up along the coast here. This one, very obviously, it's Elven. This final shipwreck really caught me by surprise. There's no mistaking that style. The more I looked, the more I realised this is part of the Proudmoore fleet. Let's have a little look behind here. Sure enough, that octopus is going to give it away. Seems like everybody has come out to this island. I would like to know who has that light on though. I couldn't finish the coastal tour without visiting Jokgar. He's a pretty chill giant who really just wants to be left alone, and he certainly lets you know. It's just about time to end the coastal tour of Exile's Reach. As I make my way back to the start, I see one more curiosity. This time, it looks like a skeleton. As I get a bit closer, I can see it is a skeleton, and they've got a jeweled necklace in their hand. I'm going to guess that this is an Alliance door, but I'm not really sure about that. So who was this? And who owns that necklace, I wonder? I hope you enjoyed the tour. I'll see you again in Appreciating Azeroth.